Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem HaKodash. And in this lesson, I'm going to go into now is not the time to rest, right? So now is not the time to get comfortable, to get lazy, wasting your time. The time that we need, that we were given by Yahushua through His sacrifice, which is giving us this grace period. So we got to keep our mind structured. You can't just be procrastinating every time to do the work. That's not how it works. But I'm start off at Proverbs 24:16. For a just man falleth 7 times and rises up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. All right. So no matter this is for the elect. No matter how many times you fall, you got to keep getting up. You got to keep delivering the message, that the Most High needs you to deliver. But, first you need to, sometimes you need to correct your spirit and examine yourself to see what needs to be done. Because sometimes you can just be, you have that spirit on you, that demon that is making you lazy and getting comfortable in the world. So you need to, always examine yourself, be on the watch on that. Which really starts to happen whenever you stop doing the work. Getting comfortable. Like I said, getting comfortable is not what you want to happen to you. But next, hold on. You also got the end over here. But the wicked shall fall into mischief. So the ones, just the wicked, really, they're all going to fall into destruction. While the righteous, they're going to be fed, they're going to be delivered. They're going to be protected through all these dangers that are going to come. But next, let me get Amos 6:1. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion, and trust in the mountain of Samaria, which are chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came. Now let me read the NLT. What sorrow awaits you who lounge in luxury in Jerusalem, and you who feel secure in Samaria. See, so all those who just, are lazy, comfortable, letting their guard down, pretty much, at Babylon. That's going to be the death of you. You got comfortable, you got lazy, stagnant, you weren't pushing the plow as required. So because of that, you're going to end up being cut off because you didn't use your time wisely that you were given. Next, let me get Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So those who are wise, they're going to take any warnings that they're given, and prepare themselves and prepare their minds for what is to come. Like these news about draft or the chip. These are warnings that need to be taken seriously because it's gonna come. And just once, whenever you let your guard down, you're gonna be at your home, all comfortable, and then next thing you know, boom, you're getting drafted out, or or out of nowhere, digital ID is required, and then what now? You're gonna be left for dead, all because you're a fool. Okay, but next, let me get Ecclesiasticus 39:1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. This is the mind that the elect has to have, because prophecies are being fulfilled constantly. You know, uh, whether it's like, uh, prophecies are just like more like just, well, obviously prophecies, and also warnings and signs that you see. So like like these warnings of drafting, that's prophecy. Uh, the chip, that's prophecy. All these signs on like the moon, that's prophecy too. So you need set your mind straight, for what is to come. But anyway, next, let me get Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So every time the prophets came around, they weren't in favor of these kingdoms, these kings, or you know pretty much on the side of the world. They were completely against it. They're speaking of like a war, diseases, pestilence. See, let me read the NLT. The ancient prophets who preceded you and me spoke against many nations, always warning of war, disaster, and disease. With that comes with also comes famine. So people are going to be starving like crazy. And with the Lord, without the Lord with you, yeah, you truly are going to be starving to death. But those who lean on the Lord, they're going to be fed, taken care of, guided throughout all this disaster that's going to be going on. But next, let me get Ephesians. Sorry about that. Uh, Slovakia. Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. So you gotta, each thing you do, make sure you know what you're doing. Making sure you're doing what needs to be done. As it says, because the days are evil. They're, these days they want to get you comfortable. They want to get you lazy, stagnant, be part of the world again. Especially now with there's a bunch of evil spirits going on. So you got to keep your mind straight and prepared for, you know, what is to come. Be built up. Say, build your structures of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai.